Hi there. Unfortunately, winter seems to be on its way, or at least cooler days, which means for me that I need to take more stuff out with me when I go cycling. I need to take a jacket of some sort, waterproof bits and pieces, and these things won't always fit inside the little frame bags that I've got or in the pockets at the rear of my cycling jersey. Up to now I had one of those pannier rack things on the back of the bike that attach to the wheel or down here, but I decided this time that I wanted something I could just take on and take off at will, really. If it's a nice sunny day and I don't need to take any waterproofs or anything else, then I just take off the rack and I put the saddlebag back on and off I go. And I was absolutely thrilled when I discovered these, which are from Top Peak, and they're called beam racks, and they literally just fit on with a kind of quick release lever, similar to what you'd have on a wheel if you were to need to release it and take it off. It's got a reflector at the back, built-in reflector, and also it acts as a handy mudguard in winter. All the spray ends up underneath here, hopefully. But basically they're very easy to clip on, clip off. They don't weigh very much. They weigh about 680 grams. And they will take up to about 9 kilograms in bag weight and contents. They do them in 3 types. This is the A shape, the A type bend, which has an A-shaped frame. They do a flat one for different bikes, and also one that's a V-shaped bend, so that's 3. This one fits my bike perfectly, and it just fits on here above this adjuster on the seat post, and it doesn't move around. I tested it all over Devon and Dartmoor a few weeks ago, and I went on all sorts of different terrain, and it didn't move at all. It was absolutely perfect. What it does come with, and I've removed them, are 2 kind of elastic bands here for just if you just want to take a waterproof or something, you can just plonk it underneath. But I thought, well, I might as well take a bag. I've got a different type of bag because you can't put pannier bags on here because there's nothing to attach it to here, so it's just got to be a top rack bag. And Top Peak do one, but I'd already bought another one from Arkel, which isn't a perfect fit, but it does, and it's also aerodynamic. I'll show you that now. Okay, this is my Arkel bag. It's a Canadian brand, quite expensive, but it's aerodynamic. I'm not sure whether it's worth the money or not. It's very tough. It's not waterproof, but it does include a built-in cover, a yellow cover, which you can just pull out and put on. It's got the usual Velcro straps to fix it to the rack, and it's also got a handy place where you can clip on your rear light. It's also a reflecting strip. It's got a couple of pockets here. The seams are quite sturdy, they won't leak, although it does say it's not waterproof. It's got a cleat for expansion. So this little old man stopped me on holiday and said, "You've forgotten to do up your bag." I said, it's not I've forgotten to do it up, it's a natural expansion pleat. 2 zips, one at the front, one on one side rather and one on the other. Opens like that, It's got room for my jacket, it's got a couple of pockets for bits and pieces on, another one here which is good for a purse or something. I can carry my phone in one of these. This is the stuff that I would normally carry in the saddle bag or the seat bag, because you can't fit a seat bag on here. Well, you might be able to, but not my seat bag. So I just unclip it because it's a quick case of unclip and stick everything in a bag in here. So I've got everything to hand. My old rack pack, which was a pannier rack pack, the zips opened in the other direction, which is actually a bit easier when you're on the bike and you're reaching behind you to just get something out. With these opening that way, you've got to stretch a bit further to get stuff out. But it's a nice looking bag, it's tough, it's aerodynamic, and it stays put on this frame, even though this rack isn't made for it. It came with 2 handles on the top. You can just see where they were there and there, and they kind of joined in the middle, and they were really well, they really got in the way because they were just annoying, so I cut them off and it's been fine. That's just really my own adaptation of this bag. Another thing is that Arkel do have a beam rack that you can use. You don't have to get a top peak one. The only problem is it doesn't carry much in the way of weight. You can put more on the top peak rack than you can on the Arkel one, and also I believe from having researched them, the top peak one actually fits easier and it's got a quicker fast release to attach and detach it from the seat post. So that's another reason why I didn't get the beam rack that matches the bag. So that's me set up for the winter. Now, another thing about winter is it starts you off thinking about the need to take a hot drink with you, or some soup or something like that, because it can get punishingly cold when you're out on the bike, and there's nothing better than stopping for a break and having a hot cup of tea or some hot soup, or both. So what do we take with us? We take a flask, and I've got a typical flask. Not sure what capacity it is, but it's a typical compact flask. The problem is, oh no, it doesn't fit in the water bottle thing. I mean, I could put it in there, but I prefer to carry it upright and have it accessible. So I read about a little hack that you can do online. What you do is you get an old drinks bottle and you cut off the top, and then you just slip your flask inside it, and with any luck, hey presto, it moves a little bit, so you might want to just pad it out. I think if I put this in there, it will help to stop it moving, but really it's a brilliant idea. So I would just carry some water. Good idea to start off with hot water, so it's hopefully a bit more like room temperature by the time you stop, so you don't get teeth freeze. And I've got a place for a smaller water bottle. It's smaller because the standard water bottle would hit the wheel, so I've had to get a smaller one. But I've got enough to take with me here. I could even take another flask if I wanted. So that's another winter ready hack. So that's me, all set up for winter. apart from winter clothing and everything else.